I'm tired of the fake ass love they be giving. Say you ain't the same, but I'm knowing you ain't different. Off a perk right now, I was getting in my feelings. I think people try to hurt me just to see if I'm a feeling. I was trying to feel some things I ain't felt in a little minute. I was giving you my heart, my last came with it. You was shooting for the stars, I was shooting for a million. I was young and I ain't understand, I'm older now I get it. Come my phone, what you doing, bitch, I'm working, I ain't chilling. Say you love me when I'm down, but hate it when I'm winning. I was sober for some years, but I got a junkie in me. Family in the chain gang, I ain't seen them in a minute. Black tea, black sheep, I'm the one that you had left eye. Stars in the roof, now I'm headed to the west side. Never fall in love with a bitch, I know she ain't mine. Treat her like the rolling on the wrist, watch her pass time. Used to be in love, but I learned my lesson back then. I just want a hoe who do it better than my last bitch. I'm pouring up the red, Kayla told me I was damn me. Got problems in my head, baby, I come with some bad kids. But got it coming home, I don't wanna see his mama cry. Big boss, I ain't tripping if a nigga gotta die. Tryna get them M's for that pain in his mama eyes. I gotta be headstrong, but deep down it's hurting me inside. I was down bad, had to call the plug back. I know the script, I'm sticking to it like a thumb tape. I cut him off for playing games, how you love that? Shawty got the thuggin' with my heart, I had to thug back. I can press a button on you, bitch, kill a pop off. Wanted to look out for my daddy, he was locked up. Wanna see my cousin one more time, but she boxed up. Graveyard talking to the dead, bitch, I'm chopped up. Started from the bottom, now I'm CEO and business. Granny told me never ever put no trust up in these bitches. When they speaking from mistakes that they ain't made, you gotta listen. I'll be working till the sun comes up, I ain't fit. My brother told me keep that thing on me. Thinking to myself like, what they changed on me? Yeah, I'ma pull up on you, gas tank on me. If you love me like you say you do, you gotta show me something, I gotta see.
Hey, it's Adam from StreamYard. We have an exciting new feature to
BFG 300 shit. Let's stick to the money conversations as of lately I've been reaching. Blew the bag to get them cases closed, dismissals and repeated. I paid the cost to be the boss. It's only right a nigga beat it. Lately battling against the odds and sucker shit. No, I can't be with. I've been broke the fuck, got rich the most. See money coming leasy. Niggas switch up on their gangsters, get painted on car keys. Them back doors been flapping open. Ain't no peace inside these streets. If my partner fuck with the suckers, then on my partner I might breathe. This Glock 30, hold 30 while throwing 30 while I squeeze and cupping please when they're a nigga like what the fuck you niggas think? Now I'm keeping gang business. They talk the hoes in the police. So what I took a few losses, you can't get back from biting cheese, nigga.
Hey, need a plug on the work, I can call Hector. 40 plus on the Gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. Now watch me put them in the air, decide kite work, gang. Tricking on a bitch, I'm getting to the cheese. And yo, bitch, pussy wetter than the 7 C's. 5-inch ARPs, we got 10 of these. Fresh nickel, two-tone with the lemon squeeze. Catch them up in traffic, yanking up on you niggas' cars. Let this smacker play through if we fuck with bars. It's BFG tackle game, we don't fuck with stars. Turn this block into a range if you fuck with ours. Christian lubes on my feet, that was 3K. The bitch is broke on the trick, I'm on D-way. Now I don't fuck with ghost Glocks, they got a delay. Heavy stepper in the game like it's EA. Need a plug on the work, I can call Hector. 40 plus on the Gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. Now watch me put them in the air, decide kite work, gang.
Niggas know me, but off the points is like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, man.
Oh, man, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My Ninth and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't in it, you niggas don't tell no guns, we ain't in it. I'm so
something. Man got the stick about the hoe something.
Ooh, y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV. SitDown live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing, that's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell, that's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch. We be something like the Pac-10.
Hold on, man. We gotta bring this shit back. We gotta bring this shit back, nigga. Yeah. Wetter than the 7 seas, nigga. Yeah.
Alright. BFG 300 shit. Let's get to the money conversations as of lately I've been reaching. Blew the bag to get them cases closed, dismissals and repeated. I paid the cost to be the boss. It's only right a nigga beat it. Lately battling against the odds and sucker shit. No, I can't be with. I've been broke before, got rich, some see money coming leasy. Niggas switch up on their gases, get painted on car keys. Them back doors been flapping up. Ain't no peace inside these streets. If my partner fuck with the suckers, and on my partner I might breathe. This Glock 30, how 30 while throwing 30 while I squeeze and cupping please when they're a nigga like what the fuck you niggas think? Now I'm keeping gang business, they talk the hoes and the police. So what I took a few losses, you can't get back from biting cheese, nigga.
Yeah. Need a plug on the work, I can call Hector. 40 plus on the Gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. Now watch me put them in the air just how I kite work, gang. Tricking on a bitch, I'm getting to the cheese. And yo, bitch, pussy wetter than the 7 seas. 5-inch ARPs, we got 10 of these. Fresh nickel, two-tone with the lemon squeeze. Catch them up in traffic, jacking up on you niggas' cars. Let this smacker play through if we fuck with bars. It's BFG tackle gang, we don't fuck with stars. Turn this block into a range if you fuck with ours. Christian lubes on my feet, that was 3K. The bitch is broke on a trick, I'm on D-way. Now I don't fuck with ghost Glocks, they got a delay. Heavy stepper in the game like it's EA. Smack a plug on the work, I can call Hector. 40 plus on the Gleek, that's a Chris fake. Christian moves on my feet, bitch, that's light work. Now watch me put them in the air just how I kite work, gang. Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy, you know. Wetter than the 7 seas, it's like real crazy, you know. Like, come on, man, it's crazy, you know. Like, come on, man. What's up with Gangland though, man? What we on though? What we on this morning though, man? What we on? Y'all hit the link, subscribe to the channel, slap that notification bell. Every time we spin a block, y'all gonna spin it with us, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We on this motherfucker. Early morning with it. Well, it's early morning for me. It's early morning for me. Oh my God, why my shit so dark? Hold on. I gotta fix my light. Let me fix my lighting, y'all. Hold on. Let me fix my lighting real quick. But yeah, man. Hey, I'm just saying though, we about to pop it. We about to talk about it today. We about to pop it. What's going on with the Edwards family? That shit is crazy. I got some new details on that too. Like the video we watched, like the information I got from the video we watched, it's like, what the hell? Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm still like, hey man, what's going on? We also got the last moments of Slim400. What's going on, man, with Slim400? He said, why people speaking on Slim400? Let them rest up, bro. Hey, look, check this out, nigga. I'm breathing on this shit due to the fact that, nigga, I'm from the West Coast, nigga. I'm from Oakland, California, my nigga. We ain't speaking nothing bad on that nigga. Shout out to that nigga manager. I know that nigga manager, nigga, Mud Dollars, nigga. You see what I'm saying, nigga? We ain't speaking nothing bad on that nigga. Yeah, he gonna rest in peace, but we can still speak on him. Niggas still speak on Nipsey. Niggas still speak on Draco the Ruler. Niggas still speak on Young Dolph. Niggas still speak on Mo 3. Niggas still speak on Pop Smoke. Niggas still speak on Tupac, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's in a good light.
it shouldn't even matter, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? So just know, nigga, here at Gangland TV, nigga, we ain't even popping it like that, nigga. We want to get motherfucker. You never know, like the situation that happened with Slim400. Maybe it could be another nigga that can learn from that. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, you know, shout out to Mud Dollars, you know what I'm saying, in that ice water camp. You see what I'm saying? We tamper with them niggas heavily for surely. Factuals. So, you know, hey, I'm just saying though, motherfuckers gotta read between the lines, my nigga, and know when niggas talking shit and when niggas paying homage and just putting a story out there. Name the last motherfucker on YouTube, nigga, that got a podcast that said something about Slim400 or even played his music, nigga. I'll wait. You name you go show me a blogger, nigga. You go show me a nigga on YouTube, nigga. You go show me another ear. Go show me that, nigga. You go show me that. You see what I'm saying? Go show me that. I'm just saying though. You go show me that. Because when the last time, nigga, I'm just saying, when the last time you even probably played Slim400? When the last time you played some Bompton music? You see what I'm saying? Hip Hop Mecca. When the last time you played some Slim400? When the last time you played some YG, nigga? Some Oakland artists. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real. When the last time you played some niggas from the region? You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Make this make sense. Motherfuckers know, man, we ain't over here popping it like that. Nigga, we paying homage. So yeah, man, we on Slim400. The final hours of Slim400. This Edwards family shit. And we got this other story of Shanika Bogan. That shit was crazy as fuck. Well, we gonna get into it though, man. Who we got in the building? We got Neek in this motherfucker. We got my man here, Anonymous Angel in the building. Hello, man. Share the live. I gotta turn that shit on too. Who else we got up in here? Hip Hop Mecca, Shayla, Neek. Who else we got in this motherfucker? Yanni. Who else we got in the gang? Miss Cynthia. What up, though? We got JP in the building. My nigga Chris was handing. JP in this motherfucker. Come on, man. Y'all hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We gonna get into it, man. I'm gonna play that video we was watching first. I'm gonna play that video. A matter of fact, since we on Slim400, let's get into Slim400 first, and then we gonna double back. You know what I'm saying? While we popping it. While we popping it. What's going on, gang?
Man, just got off from work, man. About to go get some things done. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, handle business, and then I'm gonna have fun. Got to go see my little niece and nephew, play with them, chill with them, put them to sleep, show my family. You know how it go. Friday's family day for me, so you know, just doing running as usual.
Come on, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Some motherfucker, that's how you stay alive. Moving.
Yes,
you know?
Yes.
That's
my
how you stay alive.
Waiting for their auntie, and they did that, man. They line it up. They be having all kind of little. They're like 3 years old, and they just beautiful. And they each one grab a leg when I walk in. Let's get it on, y'all. So you know that they love their auntie, and I love them. Get my smoke on. Yeah. I'm gonna, just enjoy the rest of my day and the weekend.
Come on, man. Hey, the key to staying young.
Yeah.
Is moving around.
Look at that.
Move your ass around.
Look at that. That's 56 for you.
Come on, 56. I'm gonna be one of them young vibrant OGs. Inshallah, Allah let me live that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a must do. If you still alive, handle it,
Nigga be one of them vibrant OGs. Nigga be like, man, OG got some in him, man. That nigga got life in him, man. Yeah, man. Go ahead. Get you a good dose. You see some of these older individuals in better shape than some of these young motherfuckers.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That case last night was a bugger, wasn't it?
I got some shit this morning that's gonna blow you.
Oh shit. Now that Slim guy, I've never heard of him until you spoke on him. I've never heard of him.
Slim400.
Yeah, I've never heard of him until he spoke on it. So, hold on, let me turn the air conditioning down. And so I'm interested to, kind of introduce myself to his music. I'm a look. Does he have? I'm sure he has music on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm always open to newer music. I mean, to me, I'm in those music zone, but I'm open to lots of. I mean, the world is mine when it comes to music. I would like to hear what he has done.
Yeah, he got some shit. He got
It's
some
sad
shit.
that these artists are getting taken out the way they're taken out, not realizing they ain't got to go through the industry and shit like that. Was he independent?
Yeah, he was independent. He was
Look at you. You
had
got
his own
disco lights
label.
in the room. Look at you.
Oh man, them ain't no disco lights, them fucking lead joints.
Oh man, that's big. Got a party joint going on in the background.
This the trap. This motherfucker like a smoke shop.
That's hey.
This
But
motherfucker like a smoke shop. We got a whole fucking 85-inch Samsung TV behind me. Nigga ain't put up yet. You was saying like,
shit.
Yeah.
That's how I wanted when I rebuilt my studio. That's how I wanted to look like.
Trapped out around this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker like a smoke shop.
Working on getting my DJ equipment and all that. So it's just a little piece at a time.
That's how you gotta do it. A little bit at a time.
Get some mics and recording mics, studio mics, and just fucking performance mics. Those are the just equipment, man. Just working on it. Did piece by piece. I'm gonna get it all back. And so that's what I'm out here working. Hey, Johnny.
Hey.
Hey, Johnny.
My shit echoing.
Nah, I think her car speakers kind of loud. You probably gotta turn your car speakers down a little bit.
Okay.
I thought that was me. My bad.
Yeah, you probably gotta turn your car speakers down a little bit. Anytime when they echo like that.
Better now?
Yeah, we smooth.
Okay. So yeah, that case was something else. I hate, like I said, I hate to see artists disappear on us under some, and it's a lot of violently. It's getting to be too much, man. They getting taken up out here violently.
Shout out Top Flight. She from Bompton, man. I tell you, man, we got some part. Shout out. Yeah, man. Shout out. Come on. Yeah, man. Hey, them niggas out there thugging, man. Motherfuckers out there in Campanella thugging, man. Fruits thugging. You know what I'm saying? They all around Bompton, they thugging. All around Compton, they thugging. Hey, shout out to the interview Gangland for that reason. We about to get into it, man. Slim400. The last final hours of Slim400. What was going on? And let's tap into it. It's Gangland.
Police say officers were patrolling a neighborhood near 7th and Manchester around 8 p.m. last night when they heard gunshots. They found a man lying on the ground. He was rushed to the hospital where he later, according to the LA Times, the victim is rapper Slim400.
34-year-old Slim400 was making a name for himself in the California hip-hop scene. The rapper, whose real name is Vincent Corin, was gunned down in the driveway of a house on 7th Avenue in Inglewood last night.
A man and a woman have been arrested and charged in the slaying of rapper Vincent Corin, known by the stage name Slim400. Michael Terry charged with and being a felon in possession of a firearm, while Tamra Bell is charged with being an accessory after the fact.
He was a great human being. LA lost another prolific artist, Nipsey was one, Tupac, and now Slim.
What about Draco?
Before I got The Athletic, I was a big loser at fantasy. And now?
June 28th, 2019. The Compton rapper Vincent Corin aka Slim400, decided to take a trip back to his hometown in Compton in order to enjoy time with his family before having to travel to perform at a show. Assuming, given this was the place where he grew up, he would be safe and no one would do him harm, he lingered along without any worry of his surroundings. That decision nearly cost him his life.
I'm looking, like I said, just to pull up, holler at my kin folks within the neighborhood I grew up in, not thinking like anything negative gonna happen.
Yeah, this your soil.
Yeah, I was wrong.
While in his vehicle with two other friends, another vehicle was already lying in wait for his exit. Slim400 would do just that, and at that moment, his assailants began firing bullets into Slim400, sending him into a rush to try to get inside the house of his family.
Already on the block waiting for anybody to pull up to do whatever they was gonna do, but I was the one they called. So as I'm walking, they already about to get the popping. So once I hear shots, shit, I'll get to trying to run, duck, get behind cars to get to my folks, like garage and house. I guess these dudes was already on the block waiting for anybody to pull up to do whatever they was gonna do, but I was the one they called. So as I'm walking, they already about to get the popping. So once I hear shots, shit, I'll get to trying to run, duck, get behind cars to get to my folks, like garage and house.
Injured from gunfire, Slim400 would collapse to the floor as he saw his life flash before his eyes, envisioning everyone he loved, most importantly, his daughter. Feeling at the end of his rope, Slim400 would give in, thinking this was the moment his life was lost. However, that wasn't meant to be his fate then. A family member rushed out even while bullets were firing and dragged Slim400 inside as others joined trying to keep him awake. It was her bravery that saved the rapper's life.
The first person I thought of when the shots got the ringing and I'm trying to get it. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, my daughter. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
taking 9 bullets about his body, Slim400 was hanging on for his life. But against all odds, he survived the attack of his assailants.
Yeah, they shot me 9 times, bro.
So you 9 times?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Straight up.
And you still here, man. That means you got purpose.
It wasn't an easy road. Slim first had to recover through the injuries that tore bullet holes about his body.
I feel like in my upper back, my shoulder.
Right.
I probably got like 3 shells in my front stomach.
Wow.
I had to split my stomach. So I still got staples right now in my stomach.
Right.
I got hit in my ear. You see this right here?
Oh wow.
That's why I got the bandana. I can't even hear out this.
Oh wow.
So I'm hearing out of this one.
Right.
So then I got hit in my jaw.
Wow.
I still got the shell right here.
It's still in there.
Right here. So it's crazy.
Images would soon reveal the fight on his hands as he posted a picture of himself online while in the hospital. But his will was strong and his heart fierce. Included with the pictures was the caption, thanking the medical personnel for saving his life, and went a step further to playfully taunt those that tried to end it. His intentions, while dangerous, was to reassure the fans that he was in good spirits and still the person they supported and loved.
I do that for the fans, you know what I'm saying, just to keep them alive and, motivated to the point where, Slim ain't changed, you feel me?
Slim400 would spend the next 15 days learning how to walk again and functioning before he was able to be released from the hospital.
Within the 11th to the 12th day, I started kind of like, on that level, you got the rail.
Right.
So I'm walking by myself, but holding the rail against the wall, slowly for surely. And they gave me a little cane to walk on. Then I had a little crutch.
Right.
And eventually I put the crutch down. I don't need the cane no more.
Yeah, you walked in here.
I was kind of like putting on for him. I was trying to get out. But
right.
Given how grave his injuries were, it's a miracle he was strong enough to recover to that extent to be released. But the healing had to continue, and the scars were a visible reminder of the second chance at his life he had. Slim400's ordeal gave him a new lease on life. Recounting the memories of his daughter, seeing him on the hospital bed, he knew he had to do better, since the second chance he prayed for came true.
I would do right, bro. I would do right, man. I ain't gonna be in the streets no more. I ain't gonna be doing the dumb stuff I was doing, just Just give me another chance to show you I can do better. I can't keep putting it through this. You see what I'm saying? So I got to do better as a dad. You feel me? I got to watch my behind as a dad and know it's the reason for me being here.
He didn't want her to have to follow the same path he did, but wanted her to do better, be better, to pursue her dreams, appreciate life, and even further herself at college. Slim400 knew what he endured and what came with the lifestyle he was living. But coming so close to his assassination, his mindset was like that of a new man and a better father.
Every day a blessing. You know what I mean? Wake up praying, going about your day and go get it. However you about to go get your bag. I'm gonna make sure her bag good, stay in school, college, whatever she needs to do.
His attackers failed. This was the second time he was shot. Slim400's altercations were increasing in danger, from 2 shots to 9. But he vowed that it would never happen again.
You've been shot 11 times.
That's
To me,
2 different occasions.
2 different occasions.
1,
9
2.
times.
The last one, 9. Ain't gonna be no more.
Sadly, Slim400 would find himself before the barrel of a gun a 3rd time. And this time, it would be fatal. 8 p.m., December 8th, 2021. Vincent Caron, known as rapper Slim400, was situated in a driveway in his car in the 8600 block of South 7th Avenue in the city of Inglewood when an assailant snuck up and opened fire on the rapper. Officers patrolling a nearby neighborhood heard gunshots and upon arriving at the scene, found Slim400 on the ground, suffering from gunshot wounds. Surveillance footage would capture the chilling shooting, showing the assailant walking up to an unsuspecting Slim400. The assailant would brandish a firearm, and what sounded like a brief argument ensued before he opened fire, causing Slim400 to dive onto the ground, where he began fighting for his life as the assailant continued pulling the trigger, sending bullets into his flesh. Even then, Slim400 was hanging on to his.
See, at this point right here, though, right, the nigga had walked up. He was already, for one, like, this one thing a nigga can't be doing, right? Parking all the way in like that. Now, the nigga, bruh, comfortable. So he feeling like he should be able to park in like that, but I don't know. I got a problem with parking inward. Like, I gotta park backwards. You see what I'm saying? Like, I always park like on the street. Okay, that's something different. But parking in a driveway, I always park backwards. I don't give a fuck.
Definitely gotta back in.
I always back in. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm backing in. I gotta back in anywhere. I'm parking hotels. I'm backing in. I'm parking at the club. I'm backing in. Parking in the parking lot. Wherever I'm doing, I'm backing in. I always back in. Stop at the store. We about to back in. Like, nigga, I don't know. It's just like a habit. But it's like he's parked. I feel as if he was like bad. If he was backed in, he had enough of that car to damn near kind of block them shots if the nigga would have started shooting. But the nigga walked up on him. I don't know what he was doing in the car to where he even let that nigga get that close. But the nigga walked up on him and said, "Nigga, you got your gun?" And when he asked him that, he like, huh? The nigga shot him.
Yeah,
Right there. This whole time, like in this yard right here, they ended up by the garbage can. But by the time they ended up by the garbage can, they tussling over the gun. He already done shot him over 4 times already. Tussling over the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit crazy. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, for people that seen the video, that shit wasn't cool at all. He got shot so many times. Like I said, he walked up on him, shot him right there in the car.
Right.
But I feel as if he was driving, still not putting the blame on Slim400, still not putting the blame on Slim400. I'm just saying, if, you know what I'm saying, and the inevitable gonna happen, man. wasn't nobody, couldn't nothing stop this bitch ass nigga from coming over there to try to do what he did to Slim400. Wasn't nothing stopping that nigga. He already had his mind made up.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Bitch ass nigga already had his mind made up. So it's like, as he walked up on him, he said, "You got your gun? You got your gun?" He like, "What?" Boom. Like, then he get the tussling for the gun. Boom. Hit him again. They tussling for the gun. Some more. Boom. Hit him again. Like, what the fuck? It's like, bruh, that nigga fought. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga fought. That nigga was not going out. That nigga fought. That nigga fought. That nigga fought.
Didn't Vaughn do it? I feel like Vaughn had the same little outcome.
Nah, King Von, he just got shot and he dropped.
Oh.
This nigga
They was
Slim400 got
fighting
shot.
before he got shot.
He kept fighting.
Yeah, because he was fighting that nigga Quando and dude shot him.
Yeah. So in the case of Slim400, that nigga didn't go out like no sucker. That nigga, I know that the nigga that had the gun was like, bro, what the fuck?
But you know what? That's crazy because my brother just had a little shooting in the city. And he had just got out for doing 12 years behind the same shit. But bro ended up thinking he was in the TLs, thought he was gonna rob my brother or whatever. And my brother, he popped at my brother. Oh, I say this is God. When I tell y'all, he shot at my brother and my brother's arm was like, you got your hand on your hip, that little gap in between, the bullet went straight through his arm, like, through that little free hole or whatever. But my brother ended up grabbing dude's gun or whatever. They was tussling. He shot at my brother again and missed him though. My brother ended up taking his shit and popped that nigga 5 times in hella different parts of his body. That shit fucking crazy. But dude, he was like, he looked confused. He was just, what the fuck? This nigga really fighting me back with my shit? Like, what the fuck? That shit crazy. They really don't be expecting that, but that's them, yeah. That nigga fought for his life.
I'm like, man, yeah, exactly. Like, that nigga wanted to live. That nigga was not going out. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is this nigga shooting this nigga so many times? Like, he had dropped, but he had got his ass right back the fuck up and was still tussling over that gun. Like, that nigga was not going out.
So was that like an adrenaline thing or?
Yeah, it'd be like an adrenaline thing. It's the I want to live thing. Like, nigga don't want to die. Like, fuck this stupid ass nigga shit. It's like anything. Like, I got stabbed in my back, and I'm like, this bitch ass nigga stabbed me. Like, I turn around, like, bitch ass nigga, what the fuck? Like, you gonna stab me? He just got the knife in his hand. Like, yeah, like I was probably like 20-something at the time. This nigga, it was an OG. So it's like, bro, this big buff ass OG nigga with this fucking smoke shop sharp ass fucking knife in his hand, just like, I'm like, bitch ass nigga, you gonna stab me though, bro? Like, that's some hoe shit. Yeah. Nigga go like, so I kind of feel Slim400 like, nigga, him fighting back like, bitch ass nigga, you gonna shoot me? You didn't want to squabble with nothing, nigga, for the shoulders. You want to come over here and shoot me?
Shoot me? Mamas. And then you snuck up on me type shit? Like,
come on, man. That's how much hatred. But I think he got set up by that girl, if I'm not mistaken, that woman because he was at somebody's house right here.
That's cold, yeah. And that's a perfect, because he don't know what you saying. You looking at him. He thinking you just looking to see what he doing the whole time. You on the phone telling the motherfucker, oh yeah, he in this car right now. He doing wooty wooty. We ain't even paying attention.
Exactly.
That's some cold shit.
Slimed him out.
That's some cold fucking shit. That's cold.
And you know what though? As a woman, me personally, just even if I wasn't a woman, I'm not finna play that setup shit. But just as a woman specifically though, yes. As a woman, I'm not finna involve myself in that shit. That has nothing to fucking do with me. You know how many motherfuckers is coming back for me? I may kill one, but if they gonna send 1,000 of them motherfuckers for me, I'm gonna have a big target on my back. I can't do that. I can't live like that.
See,
Can't
to
live
me,
like
this is
that.
cowardly. It's fucking cowardly.
Exactly.
It's cowardly when you got when a female has got beef with another female, but they can't come by themselves. They gotta bring 1,000 motherfuckers. I'm like, nigga,
Ron, that
what's
sound
wrong with
familiar.
you? Why you got to do this? What
Bitch
the
came with an army of bitches.
Well, that means you scared the fuck of me. I'm gonna fucking make you scared. I'm gonna scare
I
all
definitely was scared.
not
But
knowing
the
if you
thing
got
is,
the jet Li skills or nothing. Don't you know I'll put all you bitches down? You may get a couple hits in, but I'm gonna get then you gotta go in kill mode because they're coming for you. It's crazy. Same thing go with some of these guys. It used to be guys would be stand up and just dump on each other for like hella long, and then they go get a beer. Now niggas is coming with guns, and they got not just one person. It's a gang of motherfuckers coming with guns. Why y'all can't fight your own damn battle? Why you got to have hundreds of niggas coming for one person? What, you want to make sure it's broke? Or are you scared somebody gonna kick your motherfucking ass? I just hate that shit. I really hate that shit. And when I was in California, when I left, it was some grown ass bitches trying to like 60s and shit trying to come for a girl. I'm like, oh Lord. Y'all don't want this heat? Y'all don't want the smoke? Nothing that goes with it. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with y'all? Grown folks is just dumb as young kids, you know? Ooh. And in this case, wow, man. People setting people up and shit. Nigga, you some. What's wrong with being straight up? Y'all scared? Y'all hear me?
To his attacker and actively trying to fend him off. From the amount of close-range fire that Slim400 took, it was a miracle he was even still breathing when the officers found him. He fought and survived the impossible before, so maybe this time he could do it again. Slim400 was treated by paramedics on the scene before being rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately this time, his injuries were too great and he passed away.
They located a male black on the ground suffering from gunshot wounds. He was treated by paramedics and taken to a local hospital.
Many, like his friend, BG Knockout, would be saddened by his assassination, recalling hearing rumors of issues Slim400 was involved in that may have been the cause as to why his life was targeted.
Man, like I kept hearing his name and a bunch of things, man, especially after being shot. I was just like, damn, I was hoping that he would have changed the trajectory of, you know, the way he was moving, but
it was a huge loss for the city of LA. The loss would soon multiply.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first. Watch this. I can show you.
Law officials grew on edge because, in their minds, the possibility of retaliation was only a matter of time away.
Also, they have video now of the crime being committed, but what they're on edge about is that they fear that this is going to
retaliation,
a series of retaliatory moves by gangs.
Slim400 was a documented gang member of the Blood Gang faction.
I say, I started really been affiliated, you know, with the gang about like 13, 14.
In fact, when he was shot at 19, he recalls being in a burgundy-colored vehicle, which symbolized the red moniker of the Bloods, riding through a Crip gang territory, and that made him a target.
I feel I was in a Crip neighborhood, and they kind of knew of me. My car burgundy. Friday night, they must have been hanging and seen me and felt like, oh, we don't get this. So they did what they did.
It was also known to police there was a growing gang rivalry between the Inglewood Family Gangster Blood Gang, aka IFGB, and the Rolling 60 Crip in the region. With Slim400 being affiliated with the Bloods, the rumored connection swirled around that the Crips were responsible for his assassination. This was a serious allegation that would act like gasoline to an already blazing feud. Realizing how detrimental this could become, gang interventionist and community activist Skip Townsend, who was a part of the Los Angeles Gang Reduction Youth Development and founder and CEO of Second Call, a crime reduction and reentry organization serving the greater Los Angeles area, made calls through his connections and went public to dispel the rumors that the Crips were responsible for Slim400's assassination.
60s tonight. 60s tonight.
Even with trying hard to extinguish the flames, retaliations had already taken the lives of the Crips in the region. The question was plaguing everyone's mind. If it wasn't the Rolling 60 Crips who were responsible like the rumors were speculating, then who was the perpetrator or the perpetrators of the crime? The answer would eventually arrive when two suspects were apprehended in connection with his assassination. On June 9th, 2022, 33-year-old Michael Lynn Terry, aka Tiny Doughboy of Los Angeles, and 42-year-old Tamara Lynn Bell of Inglewood were taken into custody and booked into Inglewood City Jail.
So y'all see these are individuals who had something to do with Slim400 demise. These stupid motherfuckers right here.
Records show that Michael Terry was no stranger to the law. Reports that he had prior convictions in 2017 and possession of a firearm by a felon in 2019. Due to the inclusion of his already serious background with criminal activities, he was charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm for that hit. His bail was set at $3,025,000, while Bell was charged extensively after the fact, with her bail set at $1 million.
A man and a woman were arrested and charged in the slaying of rapper Vincent Coran, known by his stage name Slim400. Michael Terry charged with and being a felon in possession of a firearm, while Tamara Bell is charged with being an accessory after the fact.
To date, the case is still ongoing. Hopefully, justice will be served. Slim400 came up through all the crime to rise to hip-hop stardom after being born in Germany and moving to LA, where he was raised in Compton.
So, you were actually born in Germany?
Yes.
His music career excelled after his dedication to using his life experiences to create authentic music, painting the reality of those in the street. His talent was recognized by the masses and brought him into contact with mainstream rappers like YG and super producers like DJ Mustard. He continued his goals to elevate further in the music industry, founding his label under Ice Water under Empire. He was building a legacy that would have not only impacted the music industry for a lifetime, but would have changed the lives of many upcoming artists that would have been signed to his growing label. Again, the streets have taken another rapper from the music industry, another dear soul from his loved ones, another father away from his daughter. Rest in peace, Slim400.
Wow. That's sad, man. Another young soldier gone.
All right, man. We about to get into this story, man. RP Slim400, bro. That shit fucked up though, man. Like they set that nigga up. They set that nigga up for surely. But we gonna get some money in that, man. We gotta. I'm gonna do a whole broadcast on Slim400. Probably tonight or tomorrow for surely, because I gotta talk about that shit. Like I didn't know that they found the people. You know what I'm saying? I just knew. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know they found the people. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, man, let's get into this Shanika Bogan story and see what's going on with this situation. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Slap that notification bell, man. It's Gangland.
Grandson that I'm going to give your mom a massage.
Then Barry says,
I know he went in the bedroom and shut the door. And he came out Told my grandson she's taking a nap. Get you some cereal to snack on and I'll be back. And left.
I want him to turn himself in.
William Bogan is Shanika's brother.
It don't make no sense to me because I know it's nothing she could have did to make him like that was a clear act of evil, man.
This is the story of Shanika Bogan, a strong and caring woman who tragically fell victim to a heartless and dangerous individual. Shanika was hardworking and known for her warm personality and kind heart. Her 2 young boys were her world, and she spared no expense to fulfill their every wish. However, Shanika's life took a dark turn when she met 28-year-old Kendall Beasley, a man with a dark past. 3 weeks after being released from prison, Kendall would take Shanika Bogan's life with her children present, altering the lives of her friends and loved ones forever. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Dayton, Ohio. 31-year-old Shanika Bogan, a resident of Dayton, was a devoted mother to 2 little boys, a 4 and 10-year-old. She had a loving relationship with her 2 young boys and always put their well-being above everything else. She was known for her love of cooking and trying out new recipes she discovered on Facebook. Shanika had a chance encounter with 28-year-old Kendall Beasley when she cut her finger while working at Wendy's. According to her mother, she went to seek medical attention at an urgent care, where she met a really nice guy by the name of Kendall. He appeared to be a friendly person. Shanika really liked him and even told her mother about him. After a few days, Shanika informed her mother that Kendall had run into some legal troubles and was heading to prison. Concerned, Shanika's mother conducted some research and discovered Kendall's criminal past. He had been charged with horrifying offenses, including sexual assault, kidnapping, assault, resisting arrest, aggravated burglary, and intimidating a witness. Despite the severity of his crimes, a plea agreement led him to plead guilty to lesser charges, resulting in a 6-year sentence at London Correctional Institution. Kendall's release from prison on April 5, 2021, marked the beginning of a horrifying nightmare for Shanika and her family. It is unknown what the nature of their communication was during his time in prison or after he was released, but for Kendall, things didn't go as he hoped, and this rejection seemed to have fueled his anger and resentment. On April 29, 2021, Kendall Beasley, who had been released from prison just 24 days earlier for a different crime, sneaked into Shanika's apartment after a delivery driver left the building. According to Shanika's mother, he forcefully entered Shanika's apartment, taking her door key in the process. After Kendall left, Shanika attempted to change the locks but was unsuccessful. Kendall returned, and what followed was a night of unimaginable terror for Shanika. Kendall subjected Shanika to unspeakable acts of violence and torture. According to Shanika's mother, Shanika's 2 young boys arrived home from the babysitter during the assault and were told to go to their rooms and stay there. Kendall then turned up the television in their room and shut their door. As Shanika had not been permitted to prepare dinner for her boys, they had grown hungry by that time. During the terrifying ordeal, her son opened the bedroom door and asked about what he was doing. Kendall deceitfully replied that he was about to give Shanika a massage. After carrying out the heinous act of strangling Shanika, he callously informed her son that she was merely taking a nap and suggested he have some cereal as a snack. When Shanika's son tried to eat his cereal at the table, Kendall ordered him to eat in his room, but the young boy informed him that his mother didn't allow him to eat in his room. Unmoved, Kendall coldly stated, "You're gonna eat in your room tonight." Tragically, Kendall's brutality escalated, leading to Shanika's death by strangulation. He fabricated a lie to her young son, telling him that she was merely taking a nap. After committing this heinous act, Kendall heartlessly covered Shanika's lifeless body with a blanket, as if she were peacefully asleep, before departing with chilling words, "I'll be back." The next morning, Shanika had to be at work by 6 a.m. Her mother arrived at her apartment around 5:15 a.m. As she usually sent a text to let Shanika know she was on her way. Once at the apartment, Shanika's mother waited for a while, but there was no response from her daughter. She assumed Shanika might have overslept and went back home. However, a sense of unease lingered, and Shanika's mother couldn't shake off the feeling that something was terribly wrong. Trusting her instincts, she decided to return to her daughter's apartment. While on her way back, she called Shanika's phone, only to have it go straight to voicemail. This was highly unusual because Shanika never allowed her phone to die. Upon arriving again at the apartment, Shanika's mother made a heart-wrenching discovery. Her daughter's lifeless body laying in bed, covered as though she were sleeping. It was a devastating moment, and Shanika's mother realized that something horrifying had happened to her beloved daughter. The truth later unfolded: Shanika had been brutally murdered, and her mother had to face the unbearable pain of losing her precious child to a heartless killer who left her lifeless body in the home with her two young boys. The devastating discovery of Shanika's lifeless body left her family in sheer agony. Her mother, Tracy Berry, expressed the pain of finding her daughter and knowing that her grandchildren had been in the apartment all night with their mother's lifeless body. Kendall Beasley went on the run after the murder.
He's the devil. And he really needs to just turn himself in and give up.
She is talking about this man investigators said killed her daughter. Tonight, police cannot find him.
Police were looking for this man, Kendall Beasley, who might be in Indiana. For the first time here at 11 o'clock, we can show you a photo of the victim. Shanika Bogan was 31 years old and had two young boys.
Talking with that victim's mother and her brother as well. We had to stop a couple times because the emotion's still very raw for this family.
It's just unbelievable that it really happened.
It's still hard for Tracy Berry to imagine Saturday. That's when she'll have a funeral for her daughter, Shanika Bogan, the 31-year-old mother of two boys.
She did everything for them boys.
But last week, sometime between Thursday night and Friday morning, Dayton police say this man, Kendall Beasley, murdered Shanika while she was home with her children at her apartment on Urick Avenue.
He told my oldest grandson that I'm going to give your mom a massage.
Then, Berry says,
I know he went in the bedroom and shut the door. And he came out, told my grandson she's taking a nap. Get you some cereal to snack on and I'll be back. And left.
Berry told me she found her daughter dead the next morning. She had rushed over when Shanika did not respond to texts.
It's devastating. It really is.
Dayton police are not saying how Shanika died.
I can say that the victim was intentionally killed.
They do confirm she knew Beasley, although they say it hadn't been for long.
It would appear that, once again, they were acquaintances. It would appear that Mr. Beasley was pursuing a romantic relationship.
But with a warrant out for his arrest on a charge of murder,
I wanted to turn himself in.
William Bogan is Shanika's brother.
It don't make no sense to me because I know it's nothing she could have did to make him like that was a clear act of evil, man.
For now, the family is getting through this with support from each other and memories of Shanika.
She was a sweetheart. Like, literally the nicest person you'll ever meet.
But Berry knows things are forever different without her daughter.
She was a big kid. She had her babies, but she was my big baby. Them Saturday trips to Walmart, won't be the same. But she would definitely be missed.
Authorities located Kendall, and he was arrested and charged with Shanika's murder.
We have new information on a homicide investigation in Dayton. Police arrested Kendall Beasley in connection with the death of Shanika Bogan. Court records show Beasley is facing murder and felonious assault charges. Dayton police and U.S. Marshals arrested him this morning. This is video of him being walked into the Montgomery County Jail. Authorities found 31-year-old Shanika Bogan dead at an apartment on Urick Avenue early Friday morning. They say Beasley and Bogan knew each other for a short time before her death.
He pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and a repeat violent offender specification. During the sentencing hearing, Beasley expressed remorse and prayed for forgiveness from Shanika's family and friends. His attorney acknowledged his deep regret for his actions and the harm caused. The court sentenced Kendall Beasley to 25 years to life in prison, taking into account the seriousness of his crime and the danger he posed to society as a repeat violent offender. Shanika's family, while still grieving the loss of their beloved daughter and mother, hopes that justice will be served through Beasley's lifetime imprisonment. They have a sign outside their home that reads, "Justice will be served," reflecting their desire for him to remain behind bars for the rest of his life. The pain and grief Shanika's family endured are immeasurable. They plan to keep her memory alive and continue celebrating her life on special occasions, even though she is no longer physically with them. Shanika's children will grow up without their mother, but the family remains determined to support and love them as Shanika would have wanted. As for Kendall Beasley, his fate is sealed, and he will spend years behind bars to contemplate the gravity of his actions. The hope is that his sentence brings some closure and comfort to Shanika's family, but they remain cautious, fearing the possibility of parole, which could shatter their sense of justice. For now, they hold on to the memory of their beloved Shanika, a caring and devoted mother who deserved so much better than the tragic fate she met at the hands of a heartless killer. What happened to Shanika was a tragedy. There was no reason for Kendall to take her life, and to take those two little boys' mother from them in their presence is unbelievably cruel. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
That nigga. First of all, how y'all let that nigga get out of jail like that? Like, didn't he just what the mom? The mama was like, man, you know that nigga charges is blase. Well, y'all let this nigga out on the charges he had. Let the nigga out, and then he man. It's that weird shit I be talking about. It's that weird shit I be talking about. What you think of that story, Yanni?
This guy is used to doing this.
Yeah, when you said what happened to that guy?
No, I was just saying this guy is used to doing this kind of thing.
The nigga got mad. He got mad because she stopped fucking with him because that nigga was a terrorist and a fucking monster.
Absolutely.
Me and my sister was just talking about this literally yesterday. She was dealing. Well, she's been dealing with this nigga, but like, you know how y'all got friends, family, or just somebody that you know that they start a relationship and you can see that it's about to go downhill. Like, it started from one black eye and you just know that you're gonna end up dead if you don't leave, right? And she didn't hear me. She didn't want to listen. She didn't want to listen. And this nigga damn near beat the brakes off of her. But the thing is, it's like, she called the police on him, right? And you know what he said? Oh, you's a police ass bitch. My sister did what she was supposed to fucking do. Because she could have ended up, you not like that, but you going the route of one of them psycho ass niggas that can't take the fact that she's done with you. She didn't put up with your shit for years. And she's finally tired, and you wanna do that one thing? You wanna beat the shit out of her? Yes, she was supposed to do what she was supposed to do. Exactly. Like, I don't think niggas comprehend it. It's just like, I'm not gonna say niggas, but men like that have those psychological issues, that don't cross their mind. Okay, you know what? I probably need to cut this shit out because I might kill her, or I might end up in jail for the rest of my life, or just in general, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. If you know you don't want to end up in jail, why the fuck do you keep messing with somebody? You know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's just, that shit just don't cross their minds. Like, it's too many women. That's why they say it's plenty of fish in the sea. Go find you another one. If you love that girl and you didn't want her to leave, it's something that you should have been doing right the whole time, that she probably didn't ask you to correct 1,000 fucking times or something. Right. But she got to die because you don't want to get it together. You don't want to be a man and take accountability. You know what? I probably do need to change some shit up. Shit crazy.
So you prefer a motherfucker to recognize the signs and get the fuck on.
But they don't. And then she tried to do what she's supposed to do, which is leave you where the fuck you at. And you can't even let that happen. Let her go be happy.
Yeah, I don't like you got some niggas like I said, they get a woman right, beautiful as hell, bad as fuck. Not knowing like, you never gonna get a girl that look like bad like this again. Nigga, I'm about to kill whoever she with. If I can't have nobody, you got this niggas up here like that. Like, nigga, what? Smoking nigga. Sitting there talking about, oh, nigga, if I can't have her, nobody can. Man, you get your ass on for you get your ass smothered around this bitch on the real. Ain't nobody playing like that. Talking about, if I can't have her, nobody can. Bitch, you don't get the fuck on. What's up, nigga? Tell me I'm crazy. Yeah, you're crazy. I'm manly. It's the difference, nigga. Get on your shit, nigga. What the fuck? It's terrible nowadays. If I can't have her, nobody can. Man, get your ass on.
Bruh, you watch Tubi Run, right? You ever seen the movie If I Can't?
You said what movie?
It was called If I Can't on Tubi.
Send me the link. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna tell you then. Just go watch it. That nigga Mamie. Like that shit. I'm surprised Lifetime ain't got no movie called If I Can't Have You, Nobody Can. Fuck.
If I can't. That's what it's called. If I can't.
Yeah, If I Can't.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it.
It's a lot of that going on. It's been going on for a while, but now it's coming to the surface. It's a lot of that going on, man.
But you know what I've noticed though? Now, the change in what the kill, like, you know, the scenarios, it went from I'm not leaving you, I'm not gonna leave him, I'll die by the hands of this nigga, to I'm not about to die by the hands of you. I gotta go to the nigga like, oh yeah, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. Now you dead. These females is finally starting to wake up and say, you know what, I can't do this shit no more. And trying to do the right thing, and they still can't even do it.
Yeah, it's like you have to fight your way out.
And then it's sad that it gets to the point where you gotta act like you going somewhere. Oh, I'm about to go with my partners and never come back. Or I'm about to go see my family and never come back.
That's abusive.
I gotta lie to leave.
That's what you have to do to be safe.
Like, that shit fucking crazy. What you was saying, Ron?
That's an abusive motherfucker.
That shit fucking crazy. You'd rather throw your life away, take mine, and then that'd be the thing too. Now you can't even have me, and now you about to sit in jail for the rest of your life, and you ain't gonna have no bitch.
With a bunch of niggas, gay ass.
Stupid. Ain't no female gonna want to deal with you knowing that you just what? What?
Man.
And you might die by the hand of them niggas in there just for that.
Exactly. Niggas ain't playing like that. Like, bro, if you don't get your ass on, you out here doing shit to little kids and shit. Get your ass on. Doing shit to women and shit. Niggas wish they could be with a woman, and you out here beating yours, niggas. What the fuck?
And then
like
speaking
they
of
don't
kids,
lose or something.
What did he say? What did he say to the baby? Yeah, yes. But what did he say to that baby? Because I heard something. He said something. I think she said something kid and then cereal.
He told the baby to eat the cereal. He told go in your room and eat it. He like, my mama don't want me eating in my room. And he was like, nah, nigga, you gonna eat it in the back. You go in there and eat that room.
Hell nah.
He probably said they hella fucked up.
And left?
And then just left. With her body in the next room.
He out of pocket.
That nigga
out of pocket. He gonna die.
That's really sick, man. That's really sick.
Bitch ass.
God gonna do him 10 times worse than what he thought he did. He gonna have one of them moments. He gonna feel that shit.
No.
Damn, this is what she felt like. Yep.
What people
Yep,
don't
that's how she
realize is
felt.
karma's a bitch, and she'll come for you.
Just like I feel like when I think who was that got jumped out of the Cabo 6, the bitches that got beat up. I know they was halfway thinking that shit like, damn, is this how she felt? Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh no,
Your
they
karma
need a
always
little
come
more.
back the
They
same
need a
way you
little
did
more.
something, it's gonna come back to you. Same way. How that shit work.
I hate to say it, but it might be one of her children. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It might be. That's why I
And
do
then
not.
everything is all wrong.
I don't play with people. Unless you try to play with me, I'm not about to play with you. I don't bother nobody. I don't disrespect nobody. I just mind my motherfucking business and do right by people as I should. Because the way karma and me, like I said, I always say this. I know me specifically. Since a youngin', I learned that shit. I did something and that karma came back damn near what? A day after? I ended up in juvenile hall. In there crying my motherfucking eyes out. Never to fuck again.
I swear to God, I'll never do this shit again, bro.
I
And
tell
that's
you
exactly
what,
how
karma's
it
been coming
was.
quick for a lot of people, man.
I
Karma's
swear
just
to
been
God,
coming
I ain't
around.
if I just get out this one jam, I swear to God, I'm gonna do good next time. I swear to God.
But the thing is, though, can't nobody have you. Only I can. You killed me, but guess who got me now? Somebody. I'm going with God, stupid. You gonna kill him too?
But this the thing, all right. A nigga like women, my kids, money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, women should be enough to want to keep your ass out. Nigga, like, you want to be around niggas all your life, bruh? For the rest of your life, you want to be around niggas, bruh. You don't like your woman, bruh? You don't love your woman? You don't love your woman enough to want to stay out of jail? You don't love your kids enough to want to stay out of jail? You don't love money enough, making money and doing shit, freedom enough to stay out of jail? You want to be around a bunch of niggas all stinking ass, stinky feet ass niggas all day. The fuck?
You know what, Ron? As sad as it was, it hurt me. Like, it really hurt my heart to really, like, because I'm not I'll tell you about yourself, but if I love you and I know you going to feel a certain way, I might just hold some shit back. But I really had to tell my nigga that yesterday, because it's like, he'll get mad. We'll be talking, and then he'll just get irritated that he in there. So he'll take that shit out on me. So I got pissed. And I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, your dumb ass, even before you went to jail, your dumb ass wanted to be around niggas all day. You got 2 babies, and you got a bitch. You ain't choose to be with your kids. You ain't choose to be with your bitch. You chose to hang around these niggas, which ended you up in jail. And the same niggas that you was with that know. First of all, this is the main thing for me. Everybody know, if you get pulled over for anything and they find anything in that car and it's more than one person, they're going to the driver first. Because this is your car.
Yeah, they're going to try to put up the driver.
Yeah, so he ended up in jail because the driver, nope, that's not my shit. Okay, so everybody going to jail. Period. Just that. But the thing is, you would have never had to deal with that if you would have stayed home with your kids, or if you would have stayed home with your woman. But now you here. You knew the consequences. You knew you could have ended up around a whole bunch of niggas, and that's what you went on with, a whole bunch of niggas. You can't get no pussy. You can't beat your meat. You can't do nothing because you surrounded in a dorm with a whole bunch of niggas. You can't do shit. You had a choice. Like, niggas, I don't know what it is. They want to, it's all fun and games when they outside with their niggas every day till they end up in jail. Now you mad you was with these niggas. What is it? What's the problem? And he hung up on me. I don't care, because I know you felt that and you needed to. You needed to hear that.
You know, the whole thing is, they wasn't feeling bad when they mistreat you. They wasn't feeling bad. They was actually, like,
They was having a
talking
war.
shit to you all the time, and mad because you mad because they doing what they doing, and then when you decide to leave, the fool like, "Arr." And I'm like, dude, you wasn't paying attention to me anyway. You was doing what you was doing. Goodbye. It's okay for me to say goodbye, but then my people want to get mad and try to take you out because you leaving them because you won't allow yourself to be put through the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You moving forward and not trying to like stay there and get into something better. I'm like, dude, you wasn't even thinking about me. So what? They ain't gonna learn until they go through it. That's that karma they gonna get. And the more they mistreat you, the better the karma. And I'm telling you, man, sometimes, these guys are jokes. Women too. They be joking, man. They over here trying to, mistreat people, and then you leave. It's like, ow, ow, ow. It's your fault. Oh no, you ain't leaving me, and blah blah blah. I'm like, well, you know what? Peace, peace, peace be with you. Live long and prosper, motherfucker.
That's facts. Yes, they don't think about the moment. They don't. They don't. They
I
think.
always think about it in the moment. Like, damn, bro, if I smoke this nigga right now, I'm gonna get caught.
I mean, think about that in the moment. I mean, yeah, not some do, but the audience we targeting is dumb ones. You not dumb. You're one of them that, how like in life there's certain shit that lessons. You're one that learned from lessons. I could tell. It's a lot of niggas that don't learn from lessons. They just, okay, I'm gonna try again. I might get it the next time. You one of them that, you know what? I ain't even about to do that. Nope.
Niggas be trying to have shit to prove. I ain't got nothing to prove on niggas.
Yeah. And especially to niggas, like that shit be the craziest part to me. What do you have to prove to niggas?
I'm like, prove your love.
Why do you have to prove it?
I ain't got shit to prove to no nigga. That nigga, if we ride in the car and they pull us over, they got a gun. And you ain't gonna tell them, you're gonna say, I don't know whose is it. You basically say, like,
basically telling on everybody at this point. It's somebody's. I'm on here looking crazy.
Hold on, we about to get into the story. Let's go back, listen to the story, and then I'm gonna pull up these articles.
All right.
Family is not an important thing. It's everything. A quote by Michael J. Fox. Whether you like it or not, family is and will always be family. It's not something that you can change. TV often depicts families as loving, caring, nurturing. But when the camera cuts, it's back to reality. And we all know that a lot of families lack those values. A dysfunctional family can be spotted from a mile away. It's not hard to see when things aren't what they're portrayed to be. But what about a family that seems perfect, and then out of nowhere, things begin to surface, and what you thought was near perfect was far from it?
Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about streaming...
This story begins with a woman who everyone around her knew as simply Marsha. Marsha is described as a bubbly personality, someone who was also affectionate. From early on in life, at a very young age, Marsha was always someone who was driven, ready to take on the world. Upon graduating, Marsha knew exactly the field she wanted to enter. She would enter the medical field. This career choice would lead her to Louisiana State University School of Medicine, located in New Orleans. While in New Orleans, she would meet a man who goes by the name of Christopher Edwards. A man who is described as a gentleman, very strong-minded. He was also extremely driven and ready to reach his goals. He would attend Morehouse College, but then he would accept an internship in New Orleans, Louisiana. With Christopher Edwards also being in the medical field, he was bound to run into Marsha one way or another, and as fate would have it, they would cross paths. After meeting each other, they would realize that they had a lot in common, a lot of the same goals as well, and they would quickly begin to fall for each other. And after some time passes, they decide to make it official, and Marsha would officially take Christopher's last name. Upon leaving school in Louisiana, both Marsha and Christopher would decide to relocate to Atlanta, Georgia. It would be here that they would begin their family. June 30th, 1995, the world would make way for Christopher Edwards. Christopher would enter this world and take the name of his father. He would be a junior, but the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. He was also, at a young age, very driven and eager to learn. He was described as very skilled. He was polite, and like his father, he was also a gentleman. 4 years after the birth of Christopher Edwards Jr., they would welcome a daughter into this world. June 21st, 1999, the world would make way for Erin Edwards. She's described as a person who was lighthearted, kind, giving, and just like her parents and her brother, she was also a driven soul. With Erin Edwards entering this world, their little family would be complete. But after the birth of Erin, things began to decline in the relationship of Marsha and Christopher. And after trying to fix things and being unsuccessful, they would decide to separate. But although they did divorce, they did maintain a healthy relationship for their children's sake. One by one, Christopher and Erin Edwards would graduate from high school and begin their journey as adults. Upon graduation, Christopher Edwards would attend Elon University, and his little sister Erin would relocate to Boston University. Chris focused most of his time on sports. He was a self-proclaimed sports nerd who, after graduation, would land a job at ESPN. Erin Edwards was also taking the journalism route. She even landed an internship at NBC. By the year of 2019, Marsha Edwards would be 58 years old. Christopher would be 24, and Erin Edwards would be 20. At this point in their life, their father would be a prominent surgeon in the area of Atlanta, and their mother would be a successful business owner. But to add to their parents' success, they had raised two smart children who were headed for the stars. Looking from the outside in, it seemed as if this family had it all. But something was soon to happen that would put that into question. August 21st, 2019. Christopher Edwards Sr. would be trying to contact his son, but after multiple attempts to reach him and not being successful, he begins to worry. And after too much time elapses, by 6 p.m. on that day, he would be contacting the authorities.
Okay, so Anonymous, what they just say right there?
No, they said, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in
They said that he called. They said that he called the police for a welfare check.
Yeah.
He called the police for a welfare check.
On the same day, 6 p.m.
The father.
Yep.
All right, now look in this article. In this article, it says Dickerson said Dr. Edwards asked a relative to call police for a welfare check. When he learned that Christopher Jr. didn't show up for work August 21st and he couldn't get in contact with him, his ex-wife, or Erin, who was supposed to fly back to Boston that day. What it say? The killing of the son or daughter by a parent is uncommon, but it's called what they call it filicide. But it's uncommon. But experts say the circumstances surrounding the death of Edwards are atypical in their own right. But peep how they said he asked a relative to call the police for a welfare check.
Wait a minute.
So why is it
instead
they
of doing it
say
yourself, you call
he called for a welfare check? Listen in the video. In the video, he said that he called.
Yeah, he called about 6 p.m., something like
But
that.
but they're saying he called a relative. What relative did he call to make a welfare check?
That would be interesting to know.
Come on, man. This Gangland on some slow shit.
After receiving the call, they would be dispatched to the Vining suburb, a wealthy community where Marsha Edwards and her 2 children lived in a 4-story townhome. While attempting to do this welfare check, there is no answer, so they make entry. But upon entering the home, what they discover is heartbreaking. In his bedroom, 24-year-old Christopher Edwards would be found, laying inside of his bed with multiple gunshot wounds. As the authorities begin to make their way through the home and clear other areas, inside of another room, they would discover the body of 58-year-old Marsha Edwards and 20-year-old Erin Edwards. Both the mother and daughter were also found with gunshot wounds, and all 3 victims were declared deceased upon arrival. The authorities would then have to prepare themselves to tell Christopher Edwards the bad news that his family had just been murdered.
Sean and Adam, we just found out from Cobb County Police that 3 adults, 2 women, and 1 man, that they died from apparent gunshot wounds inside this townhome. Right now, Cobb County Police are inside. You can see through some of these windows, the lights are on as they investigate and try to figure out what exactly happened. We are told that this was discovered through a welfare check at around 6 p.m. tonight. Now, at this point, we haven't been told whether or not the family and friends who asked police to perform that welfare check, how long it had been since they last heard from these 3 individuals. Police also not telling us yet how these 3 individuals knew each other, what their exact relationship was like, only that they all lived here inside this townhouse throughout the past few hours since we have been on scene. We have seen about a dozen or so police officers out here going around the townhouse through this green area that sits in between this end unit and also the fence line right here, with flashlights also going through there, making several rounds around the townhouse. And it wasn't until about 9:30 this evening that they finally actually went inside. So still a lot of information that we are waiting to get from Cobb County Police, since they just made it inside the unit a few hours ago. They also have not yet revealed where exactly these 3 people were found inside the home, but again, only that it was 2 women and 1 man who did die from these apparent gunshot wounds. We're going to continue to follow this story and bring you more updates as they become available.
After processing the crime scene, the next step is to find out exactly what happened. The bodies would be shipped off to the coroner's office for further processing, and they were awaiting autopsy results. But in the meantime, they began to question friends and other family members, trying to get a clue as to what could have happened. Who would want to harm a family who's done nothing but try to help their community? The daughter, Erin Edwards, who was 20 years old, often spent her time fighting for human rights. was now the subject of a murder investigation. And upon speaking to family and friends, they didn't offer any details. No one could figure out anyone who had a bad bone in their body towards that family. They were held in high regards in the community and got along with just about everyone, so the thought of someone wanting to harm them seemed far-fetched to the people who actually knew them. While conducting their investigation, the authorities would run across the Instagram page of Marsha Edwards, who on the day of the incident just so happened to make a post. It was a picture of Marsha, and the caption read, "I've had the best summer, first with Chris in Miami and Aaron in Italy. I could not ask for better children." A post that at the moment seemed very sad. A mother reflecting upon her time with their children. But the feeling of that post was soon to change, because when the autopsy results are released, people begin to question why she made this post. An autopsy would reveal that Christopher Edwards Jr. was shot while laying in his bed 5 times. 20-year-old Aaron Edwards would be shot twice in the left arm and once in the chest. That wound would, in fact, be the fatal wound that claimed her life. When the autopsy of 58-year-old Marsha Edwards was concluded, she would be shot once in the chest, but the medical examiner would determine that this wound was self-inflicted. With this newfound information, the homicide detective would close the case, because at that time, they thought it was clear-cut. Marsha Edwards had harmed her children and then turned the weapon on herself. But now the authorities were faced with the question, why? Why did she do it? But no one could answer the question. 58-year-old Marsha Edwards never had a history of mental illness, and family and friends around her, by all means, thought she was happy. But things aren't always what they seem, are they? Christopher Edwards would be forced to bury his family without any real answers as to why it happened.
Many family and friends still in disbelief as they gathered today to remember a prominent Atlanta area family after their tragic deaths last week. A joint memorial service was held for Dr. Marsha Edwards and her adult children, Christopher and Aaron Edwards. Cobb County Police say that Marsha Edwards shot Aaron and Christopher inside their Viningstown home last week, then killed herself.
Well, they called it a celebration of life, not a funeral. And it was obvious today how many lives the Edwards family impacted as dozens gathered at Cascade United Methodist Church in Southwest Atlanta for their memorial service. There were no caskets, just 3 large framed photos of Marsha, Christopher, and Aaron centered at the altar. Aaron and Christopher's father, Dr. Christopher Edwards, stood and greeted almost everyone who walked in with the procession. Several of the organizations the family was part of were there too. Marsha Edwards was a member of the Camilla Rose chapter of the Lynx. They were all seated together in white. And the Woodward Academy chorus from Christopher and Aaron's former school sang at the service. Family members spoke and remembered their lives with emotional and even at times funny anecdotes. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, a close friend of the family, was the last to speak. She remembered the tenacity and character of Christopher and spoke about the time he interned at the city council office. She said Aaron's laughter brightened every room and that she could have taken over the mayor's communications office. Mayor Bottoms announced a portion of the mayor's scholarship fund will now be named after Christopher and Aaron. And in lieu of flowers, people have been asked to donate to the multiple memorial and scholarship funds set up in their honor.
To this day, the reason why Marsha did what she did is still unknown. I think it's very important to highlight that although she didn't have a history of mental illness and didn't show any signs to the people around her, that doesn't mean that it didn't exist. Some people are very good at keeping the hurt inside and never showing anyone any type of sign that they're struggling.
Thank you all for coming to my birthday brunch here at SitDown. This is a favorite place of ours. We come every week. We come here every single day. Yeah. But thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure hosting you. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. Take it. Oh, all right. You have anything to say? It was a pleasure. It was always a pleasure to spend time with my daughter. Happy birthday.
Now, when it comes to what transpired in that home, a lot of people believe that Marsha did it. But then there are a few that believe maybe the whole story hasn't been told. In fact, there are theories running around that this was a hit. And, there's nothing to corroborate that. The police did release a statement and say that they analyzed that scene very thoroughly and they found no evidence that a third party was involved. When it comes to the other theories, I'm not going to get into that. Personally, me, I feel like it's a little bit disrespectful, given the moment, because outside of what they released, I see nothing to implicate anyone else either. This story is truly all around tragic and sad, and my heart goes out to Christopher Edwards. For him to have to lose his family in the fashion that it happened is truly breathtaking. I know that by the end of this video and learning what you learned, a lot of people might have some hard feelings towards Marsha, and rightfully so. But you must also understand that you just never know what a person is struggling with. When it all boils down, the truth of the matter is that on that day, 3 people lost their lives. Marsha Edwards, Christopher Edwards, and Aaron Edwards. My heart truly hurts for Christopher and Aaron because they were taken at such a young age, 24 years old and 20. Very smart individuals who are about to conquer the world. If you are a person who is struggling with mental health or you have ill thoughts, please don't be afraid to reach out to someone else. I will be linking a number inside of the description, a hotline that's open 24 hours. And anytime that you're feeling down or feel the need to talk to someone else, they'll be there for you. Remember that you are not in this fight alone. I hope that if you're watching this video, you will take this as a learning experience. And if you suffer with depression or mental health, always remember that you do matter. My heart truly goes out to Marsha Edwards as well. I'm sorry that she lost her fight with whatever she was struggling with. I truly hope that she finds peace inside of her sleep. Rest in peace, Christopher and Aaron Edwards. Thank you for being a light for others.
All right, it's a lot of loopholes. It's a lot of loopholes and gray areas and fucking missing links going on in this situation. Like, come on, man. Like, let me pop this up real quick. Look at what they say about the mom. Hold on, gang. I'm going to post this real quick. It said that both had a passion for journalism. Christopher Jr. was a digital content manager for the Atlanta mayor's office. But, like, you see how they said they both, like the mom and the daughter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, gangland. This right here, I don't know. It's like I got some other shit, but I gotta show y'all in the clubhouse. So we gonna be back on at 5. I'm gonna show. I got some more shit. I forgot. I can't show that on here, but I got some more shit though. So y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and slap that notification bell. I'll see y'all in a minute. We back on again later on around 4 or 5. So y'all tap in later on, and I'm gonna bring back some more information. But this other information, I can't show y'all in here. I gotta show y'all in the clubhouse. So y'all tap in, man. Hit the like button, man. It's Gangland.
Niggas know me, been off the points is like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, man.
Bang, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My 9th and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't in it, you niggas don't talk no blocks, we ain't in it.
Make sure you put him down, never leave a witness. No love for the suckers, never on forgiveness. Stomp down on these niggas, cause niggas is big. Ooh, about to blow something. Man got the stick, about to hoe something. Ooh.
Y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV. SitDown live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing. That's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell. That's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.